السلام عليكم السلام عليكم، عمر ايمن بيحييكم. النهارده الفيديو دمار دمار دمار. النهارده رحت قابلت ضابط شرطه امريكي وعرضت عليه شويه افعال احنا كمصريين بنعملها عادي طبيعي يعني، ولكن كنت عايز اشوف رده فعله هو كظابط شرطه امريكي. فعملنا معاه مقابله، فتعالوا نشوف ايه الاسئله اللي سالتها له وهو جاوب قال ايه. بس قبل ما نروح ما تنساش اللايك والسبسكرايب، ويلا بينا نخش بالانترو المقدس بتاعنا. يلا بينا.
خليني سريعا كده قبل ما نروح نقابله اقول لكم الدنيا هتبقى ماشيه معاه ازاي، والمقابله اللي احنا هنعملها معاه هتبقى ماشيه معاه ازاي. المقابله هتبقى متقسمه لاربع فقرات، اربع فقرات بالظبط. اول فقره فيها هساله انا كشخص عربي او شخص مهاجر جاي من بره امريكا وعايز انضم للشرطه الامريكيه وعايز ابقى شرطي، اعمل ايه المؤهلات ايه كل حاجه، يشرح لي. الثلاث فقرات دول بقى هيبقوا هم الاسئله اللي فيهم الاسئله بقى انا عايز اسالها له. اول فقره فيهم هتبقى اسمها وات اف او ماذا لو، يعني مثلا ماذا لو انا مثلا عملت كذا، هل ده قانوني مش قانوني، هل لو مثلا شويه اسئله وهديله الافعال المصريه بتاعتنا ويقول هو رايه فيها. تاني فقره هتبقى كان اي، هل اقدر ان انا مثلا اعمل كذا، هل ده قانوني هل ده مش قانوني، هل اقدر اعمل كده كده كده، وهو يديني رايه كبوليس اوفيسر. تالت فقره وهي اخر فقره ان انا هوريه فيديوهات مصريه من بتاعتنا، هو يقول لي رايه كشخص منفذ للقانون كشخص بوليس كده، يقول لي رايه في الموضوع ده ويقول لي هل ده صح ده غلط، عقوبه ده ايه مش عقوبه ده ايه، بحيث ان اربط الافعال اللي بتحصل في مصر وهو كبوليس امريكي ردوا على الموضوع ده. فقلت اشرح لكم الدنيا سريع كده قبل ما نخش على المقابله عشان تبقى فاهم احنا هنعمل ايه. يلا بينا.
Alright, go ahead also introduce yourself.
Nice to meet everyone. I'm Di Vicente. I'm a police officer here in the state of Texas.
Perfect. I got some quick question, and well, we're gonna start with the police. How if I'm gonna like coming out of the United States, I wanna be a police officer. What's the requirements? What I need to be a police officer? How long is the training and everything? Just tell me a quick information about it.
Okay, so in the state of Texas, in the United States, if you want to be a police officer and you're an immigrant, then you have to first become a citizen.
First, I have to be a citizen.
You have to be a citizen.
Oh, okay.
After you become a citizen, then you can go through a police academy. They accept you. You go through the police academy, which can take about 6 months. Then you apply at a police department. Let's say if you went to a private one, then you would go apply at a police department.
Okay, but I got a question before that. There's any graduation like college degree or anything to be a police officer?
You depends. Some police departments require a college degree. Other police departments do not require a college degree.
So it depends on the local police department. All right, let's go ahead with the first one. What if someone driving a car on 120 miles per hour or 190 per hour? It's the same. Yeah. What you gonna do?
اللعبة معاك كل أسد، عود دايرة كابوس البلد، ولا بالقدر ولا بالعدد، ريح وابلع ريقك.
I would chase the car. I would call in backup, so I'd have police cars behind me chasing it. If they're going that fast, I'd probably have a helicopter. I would call in a helicopter to follow the car. Okay.
You have to see where is it,
Follow all the way, right? Somebody going that fast, they typically wreck out very quickly. Yeah, I've been in those types of chases. They wreck out pretty fast. They can't control the car. They have not been through a high-speed vehicle obstacle operations course, which you have to have as a police officer. Anyway,
also I'm gonna have to add this course to know how
you
to
have
drive,
to pass. You have to learn how to drive at high
chase.
speeds and dodge a baby carriage rolling out in the middle of the roadway or whatever. Okay,
hard.
So, yeah, it's very very hard, but it's doable. But yeah, anyway, so yes, that is a crime. Are they going to stop? Do they
They're
stop
gonna
for me?
stop. Yeah.
Okay, they
They're
immediately. I put my lights on and they pull over and
They
stop.
pull over.
Okay.
Yeah.
If they stop right away, I don't need backup. And not at that
just by
time.
yourself and you deal with it.
Now, mind you, some police departments require 2 officers to show up on scene on all calls. So
In case something
something happens for security. It's for safety. And so he could either get a ticket or he could get a Class B misdemeanor. Class B misdemeanor is the charge of, it's called reckless driving.
But how much is gonna be the fine for 120 miles? Or
I don't know. 120 miles over. I don't know. I would say $300 or more. Okay. But if it's a crime, that goes into the thousands. Okay.
Okay, now I understand.
Okay.
So tickets difference and it's crime. You're gonna pay a lot of money for that.
Yeah.
You said thousands.
Yep.
All right, perfect. Let's go ahead to the second one. And it's something happened in our country. In our country, Egypt, it happened a lot.
Okay.
But here it's not allowed. But you tell me your opinion about it. What if someone sexually harassed a girl on the street or wherever, anywhere?
هو الجميل من هنا ولا مرتضى؟ شكمانك بينقط عسل يا جميل.
If a man touches a woman or a woman touches a woman in a way that she does not like, if I touch you like this and you do not like it, that is called assault in America.
Just a touch, a little
A touch.
Oh my God.
If I touch
gonna-
you, unwanted physical contact, that's what it's called. Unwanted physical contact is assault in Texas.
That's the first time knowing that, to be honest.
So you have to be very, very careful. A lot of men want to get handsy with women because in their country they can be
There we go.
handsy and they can grab and
You
do
got the
whatever.
point.
They dominate a woman and they get off with it, they get away with it all the time. In America, that doesn't happen. That girl calls 911. That dude's going to jail. He's going to jail.
How long?
Depends the circumstances.
Oh, like the situation.
Like,
yeah.
did he touch her sensitive area? Did he touch her shoulder? Did he punch her? Did he scratch her? Did he bite her? Did he things like that?
Oh,
did he cause bodily injury?
I got it.
Those
yeah.
are different escalations that determines how long they'll be in jail and how severe is the crime.
But at least you're gonna have to go to jail if you did
Yeah,
some
but
shit
they
like that.
are going to jail.
Perfect. All right. The last what if question is, what if, and this is stupid question, but in our country also, a lot happen a lot. So we're gonna have to ask that.
Okay.
It's what if someone using the car horn for no reason. Beep, 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 for no reason. He's just having fun.
That used to be a state law that prohibited that made that illegal.
Uh-huh.
That law, I believe, has been rescinded. It's no longer a law. But that doesn't mean that counties or cities don't have laws where in the city limits there is what's called it's a nuisance law. It's a loud noise nuisance
makers
law.
or what, yeah.
Yeah, too much. If there's your house, let's say you're throwing a party or whatever, and you're making there's
A loud
too
music.
too loud, you can be written a ticket for that. Same thing in your car. Your car's too loud. You're revving in the middle of the night. Yeah, you can. Same thing.
Yeah. You know how much it's gonna be? Give me just a range. You didn't have to say that.
I don't know. I would guess around $300.
$300. All right.
I would
Perfect.
guess.
The second round I got it's can I. I'm gonna ask you, can I do that? And you tell me yes, you can. It's legal here, or no, you cannot. Because it's different than Egypt's different than here.
Clearly.
That's why I need to know.
Yeah.
The first one I got is, can I kiss a girl or holding hands or whatever in public here in America? I can
Yes.
do that or not? There's no law said if I got my girlfriend, if I got a friend I know, and we kissing, holding hands,
That's completely legal.
Legal.
You can do that. You can
Uh-huh.
hold hands. You can kiss her
anywhere.
anywhere. It happens all the time.
Yeah, everywhere.
It happens everywhere.
Yeah, because in Egypt it's different.
Now, mind you, you want to be respectful in that because you don't want to disturb the peace.
There we go.
Like if your hands are going up her shirt or down her pants or something like, you can be disturbing the peace with that. If I got my little kids with me
Yeah,
or
you
whatnot,
gotta-
and I don't want them to see that, and so I can call the cops and be like, hey, they cut this out. I don't want my kids to see this or whatever, and they can be fined for disturbing the peace.
Uh-huh.
But that's very, very rare.
Very rare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most people understand the social norms that they should adhere to not do that.
Perfect. Can I do my wedding party in the front of my house? Like I got a house, I'm gonna make my wedding party at the back or in the front of my house, getting all the stuff for it and make a loud music. We talk about that, but I just need to confirm about it again.
You can. You can do that. Your property that you own is all yours.
Uh-huh.
In the street, the public street, you cannot.
In the public street.
In the
like
public
where-
street, the
Uh-huh.
pavement where people park their cars, no, you cannot. Okay? Unless you get city approval. You can do it if you get, because oftentimes when they're doing filming or there's big parties or festivals that go on, they'll go to the city and they'll petition for it to say, hey, these dates or this times, we want to block off these streets and have a party. And so they pay a registration fee or whatever, a permit to get the permit, and then the
Just
city
start.
the city permits them to do that, allows
Okay.
them to do that.
So the only case you can do that,
But
you
if
got
it-
the city approval.
That's in the public street.
Public street.
You don't need to have a city approval on
Private.
your own property, except for the fact that if it's late, like at night, and the noise is too loud,
For the neighbors and everything.
then you're polluting the air for the neighbors that are trying to sleep, and so you can get the cops called on you. Then we can show up and write a ticket. Then
Perfect.
Yeah.
Can I protest against anything at anywhere? Like let's say I don't like the government, I don't like the state, anything, you know.
So
And I
in the
put
United
this-
States, we have what's called freedom of speech. Freedom of speech, because the people, when they came to the United States, they were in England, and they didn't have freedom of speech. They couldn't criticize the government. Okay, they criticized the government. They ended up in jail. Okay, so when they came to America and established America, they realized that freedom of speech is very important. You should have the right to be able to criticize the government. Me, I'm part of the government. Like, I work for the government. So you can criticize how I do my job all you want. I cannot punish you for that. I can't arrest you for it. I can't ticket you for it. Yeah.
Oh, so let's say I'm a regular person. I don't like the way, I don't like police officer, let's say, the
Yeah.
way they do it. I'll
Yeah.
come and hey, I hate you. I don't like the way you're destroying our wherever place or whatever.
Messing up my life or destroying my
There we go.
wedding or whatever. Yeah.
You didn't do anything. You didn't do
I can't do
right.
anything to you.
It's legal. He can say whatever you
You
want
can
to do.
say
and go.
whatever you want. You have the right to criticize the government however you want.
All right.
You have the right to criticize anybody.
All right. Because in Egypt, once you said you are, just say you are.
Yes.
You go in jail.
Yep.
You go in jail for a long time. That's why I'm asking. This is
Yeah.
the difference.
Absolutely.
That's perfect. All right, we finished this round. We go to the last round. It's a video react. I'll
Okay.
show you 3 videos, and you give me a react. What
Okay.
you're gonna react? Okay. I'm gonna start from here.
So this is dangerous driving. Yeah, he would definitely be arrested for this.
But there is some question I'm gonna have to ask you about this one. Here we go. This guy was trying to help the police, so hit him from the back.
No.
Okay, so what's the punishment for this truck driver?
The police probably would not punish him because hey, I was trying to help you guys out. They probably wouldn't punish him. But he had an accident, so that guy could sue him on that accident.
Even though
Because
he was
hit him.
trying to chase?
Even though he was
Really?
driving like that. Yes. When something like this happens, people what should happen is people call the police. The police arrive. The police stop
Deal
stop
with
this
it.
guy. Deal with it. The police deal with it. He would be arrested. His vehicle would be towed away. It would cost him. It'd be very expensive for him to get the vehicle out. But that guy hitting him would be. Yeah, you can't do that.
So the guy who is tried running away from the cops have the right to sue this guy for the damage he did for his car.
The damage he did to his car. Yes.
Okay, all right, ready?
او ابنائي هو ما جابش لا اللي يقول لك انا طلبت زوجتي اللي يقول لك زوجتي اللي يقول لك زوجتي وابنائي طلبوا انا طلب اسكت انت تسمع انت لا
Oh wow. Okay, do you see how this guy's reacting? And he's overreacting to what somebody was saying, what this guy was saying? This in the police world is called a primary aggressor. This is the person. Like, he may have said something. Hey, I don't like your hair.
Yeah.
And then you explode. You're the one being really aggressive.
Aggressive to you.
Yeah, because you're not responding on the same level that the comment was given. See how that guy was calm and collected?
He
and
was talking and
Yeah, he was
everything.
just talking. What the other guy should have done was just stayed calm and collected. But
And answer him.
when he escalated, then that makes him the primary aggressor.
Oh, so the primary aggressive put on himself the punishment, like.
The primary aggressor. Let's say they both start fighting. Let's finish the video.
Okay.
Let's finish the video.
Okay.
Okay, see how he crossed the room? He crossed the room. That guy would be going to jail.
The first guy.
The guy that blew up. Okay?
The guy who make it loud and
Yep.
go across
and
the
cross
table.
the room and through the water, that guy would be going to jail. He would be charged with assault and he'd be arrested.
Even if he's popular guy, everyone know him.
Yes.
Really?
Well, I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
You're trying to say like...
He's a public figure guy.
Yeah, you're trying to say like Will Smith slapping...
There we go.
Yeah, Chris Rock. If Chris Rock wanted to charge him, he could. If Chris
gonna-
Rock told the police, I want him arrested and charged, they would arrest him and charge him.
But if he didn't,
But if he's like, no, it's okay, it's okay, then the police still can do it. They can still arrest him.
so it depends on the police decision.
Ultimately, it does depend on the police decision. But if there's a citizen saying, I have been assaulted, okay, a crime has been committed, then the police officer doesn't have a choice.
Let's go.
And he's like, I want him arrested. They have to be arrested. Okay.
Now I got the point. Yeah.
Because there's a lawsuit that's going to happen. It's going to go to court between the two people. Okay. And they're going to fight who was worse, more aggressive than the other one, right?
we already see who was
yeah, but we
aggressive,
already
yeah.
see it on video. So
Yeah.
yeah,
You're right.
So oftentimes it can be really challenging because you can have, let's say, a woman that calls the police. Oh, my boyfriend's beating me up. My boyfriend slapped
Punish
me.
me
My
or
boyfriend's
slap me.
yeah, exactly. So we show up on scene. We show up at the house. And we go in there and we interview them separately. We interview the boyfriend, and we interview her, and then we find out that she was the primary aggressor.
Oh, she
I
was
don't
the
see
one.
any slap marks. There's no choke marks. There's no.
She was lying.
And maybe he's all cut up, or he's got blood all over him, whatever. I can see that she's clearly the more aggressive one. She would be going to jail. She would go to jail.
Even if she's the
Even
first
if
one
she
to call,
called.
yeah.
Even if she called. Yep.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the last video we got. All right, let's go ahead and see the video.
So this truck is overloaded, I can tell already. That's illegal. That is a very large fine. That's like a 15, I don't know what it is. I think it's like a maybe a $15,000 fine. That might be really, really high. Oh yeah, and it all spilled over.
Yeah, after a while.
That happens, or a diesel will fall off the road and create a big old mess.
Here we go.
That company has to pay for all that.
For all the damage.
Yes,
for
everything.
Everything.
Everything. They have to pay for any damage. Any damage to the grass, to the public buildings, to another car, to the roadway. They have to pay it all.
Everything.
They have to pay for everything.
What about the driver?
Well, the driver is employed by the company. But if that driver, if that's his own truck, he has to pay it.
He's the one who's gonna pay.
Yes, he has to pay it. This is why in the United States, by law you have to have insurance. You have to have
Yeah.
vehicle insurance. Okay,
So it cover everything.
For a commercial truck like that, that's like over $1 million policy. $1 million minimum policy from a commercial truck that causes damage. The state will go get their money.
Yeah, I got it. All right, Austin, thank you so much
Yeah.
for being on my video. I really appreciate that. And maybe we'll see you again.
All right.
Perfect. All right, thank you.
بس كده المقابله تكون خلصت. ما تنساش تنزل في الكومنت تحت تكتب كومنت بالانجليزي، قول لي رايك في الكلام اللي هو قاله، وجه رساله لاوستن اللي هو ضابط البوليس اوفيسر، لان هو هيقرا كل الكومنتات اللي انت هتكتبوها تحت. فما تنساش تعمل كده. وبس ان شاء الله اشوفكم الفيديو الجاي. يلا، السلام عليكم.